Hola clase, this is Professor Laney. I'm here to do a little walkthrough on the content connections. I know a lot of you had a question or two, and I want to make sure that I'm answering these as we move forward. So again, here's our content connection. You can either find them in the module linked in where it says assignments or under the assignments tab. You'll see it right here. You'll see I have it organized by types of assignments. Yours might not look like this, but you will be able to find this content connection. This is like the notes under content connections. And if you don't, you'll just have it in order of date. You can also find it on your grade sheet and your to-do list and the calendar. So however you're comfortable accessing it, go for it. So I'm just going to do number one. They are all templated. They're all the same because every chapter is different. So the actual assignment looks the same, but the chapters are different. So the content will be different, but the assignment looks the same. So here's up here, it'll say module one. For us, it's also chapter one. Sometimes that doesn't always connect in different classes, but in 107, it is module one and chapter one. And so just make sure that you're doing the right one for the week. You'll see it down here on a due date at the very bottom. So as an introduction, I use these drop-down accordion tabs because they're just so much easier to navigate. You can close them, you can open them, you can ignore them, you can move forward, but it keeps the information to a minimum. So if you click it once, even anywhere here, it doesn't have to be this arrow, could be this over here. And you know what? I'll change the colors because usually I do this gray background and the blue letters, and then this is either green or yellow moving forward because blue on blue is not accessible. So I will change that to make sure everybody can tell. So the first step is introduction. This is how you do it. I mean, read this because it says, why are we doing this, right? Like, what is this? What is the big deal? And you're going to hear me say notes or outlines, which is very similar because this is so you have a connection to the content. That's it. That's why I call it content connection. You can do it as a notes. You can do it as an outline. You can do it as a mind map. You can do it any way. Let's get down into it. So purpose and practice this is why I do it here because connecting to the content there what else are you learning if you're just learning to go through the motions and take a quiz and take it 100 times until you get the score you want? That's not helpful, right? That's not learning. That's just going by the odds, or just not you just doing it so many times you can't not be successful. So the instructions is as you read the chapter. So for chapter 1 there's 5 sections: 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. But in chapter 2 there's only 2.1 and 2.2. So content wise there's very little in chapter 2, but I don't want to say it's very little, just 2 sections, but each one of those sections is really long. So you get to choose however you like to do this. So if you see this hyperlink, make sure that you click through it and see what these things are. What is a graphic organizer? What is a mind map? What are Cornell notes? So it's up to you. If you want to do a little bit of Roman numerals and then have like a mind map in the middle or whatever, it's up to you. I just want to see that you've connected to the content. So again, I give you options here. You can handwrite. And these are links to videos of people who handwrote stuff. So I'm trying to give you guys as much guidelines as possible. But handwriting, usually is a little bit bigger. So I do ask for 4 pages, which is like 4 photographs. So it doesn't have to be like if you write on 2 sides of paper, then the first side is one image and the back side is one second image, right? So you would do 2 handwritten back to back. So that's 4 images. But typing is only really 2. And a graphic organizer needs to be a little bit more detailed, but it can be 1. So I just need it to be a little bit equitable. It doesn't have to be perfect. But again, if you want to sit down and have a narrative paragraph or record yourself with a video on, an audio recording, a combination of all the above, it's up to you. Okay. Just want to know that you are connecting to the content in your way. I asked some students before, and a lot of them will give you some tips here too, like give yourself enough time, or if you're bored, try a different format, or I learn best when I'm listening to recordings. So it's up to you. You just have to do your own work. Don't copy and paste. Don't use a homework helper. Don't use AI, things like that. And make sure I can read it. Sometimes I see teeny tiny handwriting and like mega style writing. It's like, no. And then accurate. I've had people turn in stuff from anthropology and try to pull it off here, or psychology and pull it off here. It's not the same. Make sure it's the chapter that we're working on that week, okay? Submitting your work, you can upload your images, you can upload a file. It's up to you, however you need to do it. But if you need more time, please ask. Please ask at least a day or two ahead. And don't tell me like 3 days after, oh, by the way, I'm turning this in late. Okay, clearly you're turning it in late, but let's talk about your plan to get back on track. That's all I need to know. And when you verbalize that plan, you have a greater chance of actually making it happen. For rubric and grading, this is an actual pass or don't pass, like a complete or incomplete, okay? But when I was grading out of 10 points, this is kind of what it looked like. So this green section of the passing is what I'm looking for. If it's average, just put a little bit more effort. I mean, I could tell if it's 7 and up, it's average and up, right? Very good, great work, ideal. This is what you're going for. And over here, but like again, if I'm asking for 4 pages and you give me 2, that's less than half, right? That's more of a 5 or a 6. So make sure that you are doing enough to meet the minimum requirements. So again, every once in a while, somebody will turn in something that says like, I don't think you read my assignments. I'm like, I actually do. It takes me a minute, but that's why I'm behind, because I have so many to read. Okay. So just do your best and do average or above, and you'll get a passing score. And then, as always, I'm here for support. If you have any questions or you're freaked out or you say, I don't want to do it this week, guess what? I built it in the class so you don't have to do one every week. You could still be in the A range when you miss about 100 or 150 points. So you can do a text entry box, meaning type it all in. I wouldn't do that because every once in a while your computer, the internet goes out, and then what? To start over, yuck. A mini recording or a file upload, and these are the file types. Again, I can't do dot pages. Canvas never does dot pages. So make sure that you are following all the rules and regulations here, and you will pass with flying colors. Again, these notes aren't for me. They're for you, just so you know that you've connected to the content and you can use them to take your quizzes and exams. Pretty easy. Yeah, sounds good. All right. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, let's make it a great semester. And I'll see you in class, or I'll see you online.